So welcome to another video where I'm going to be revealing 4 assets that will actually increase your wealth the quickest. And if you haven't seen any of my videos before, I'm Jason and I give lots of information on building wealth, increasing your net worth, as well as sharing my own journey and experiences. So these 4 assets which I'm going to reveal are all assets which I personally own myself. And they have amassed over £250,000 in profit over the last few years. So I am talking from first-hand experience, and I do think it's important to be as transparent as possible when talking about subjects like this. It's no secret that building or acquiring assets is a fundamental key to building long-term wealth. Almost all of the world's richest people own multiple assets that continue to increase their wealth, whilst most people are slogging away working 9 to 5. Exchanging your time for money, i.e. a job, is never going to make you wealthy. To become wealthy, your money needs to be working for you, and it's for this reason why our main focus should be on acquiring assets. So without further ado, the first asset on my list that will build you the most wealth and the quickest is an online business. Now, I've been running my own online business since I was 18, and it's definitely been the biggest earner. Now, the reason I'm saying an online business rather than a bricks and mortar business is because an online business has far more scope to scale rather than, say, if you had a shop in a village. An online business can definitely bring you in a consistent income, and if you can manage it where other people can run that business for you, then you have an extremely valuable passive income stream. And this is definitely one of the best assets that you can own. And if you don't have an online business, you have the option of either starting your own, or you can actually purchase an already established online business. And the online market for buying and selling websites is becoming far more popular. You only have to head over to Empire Flippers to see the amount of people buying and selling websites and the amounts they're going for. From affiliate sites to membership sites to Amazon FBA sites, there's definitely a consensus that our emphasis is shifting more towards online entities. Now, you only have to look at your local high street to see that retail shops are dying a death. So owning an online business can definitely be one of the best assets that you can possess. So if we just have a quick look on Empire Flippers, this is an online marketplace that actually sells online businesses. And as you can see, the top one here, children's hobbies, is the niche, and monthly profit $92,494. I mean, it's crazy. And this one is selling for over 4 million. And what else do we have? The baby care niche, 11,000 profit per month. Pet care that displays advertising, $4,968 per month. This one's already sold in the home niche. It's an Amazon FBA business, and that generates a astonishing $223,998 per month, and that's selling for over 10 million. And as you can see, there are just tons and tons of websites, all generating quite good money. And if we look under the monetization section, we can see the type of websites and how they're making their money. So we've got affiliate. This means they're selling other people's products for a commission. And then we have e-commerce, so they're selling actual physical products maybe. Amazon FBA. This is another potentially very good online asset that you can own, where you actually create your own products or have them made, and Amazon will basically fulfill your orders and shipments for you. There's drop shipping, which is similar again. This is where people order a product, but then you basically send it from the warehouse straight to the customer, so you don't have to actually handle any of the products yourself. So yeah, as you can see, owning an online business is definitely an asset that you should consider owning. So moving on to my second asset, and that is property. Investment property is one of my all-time favourite investments. The returns can be excellent, and you can quickly grow your wealth by acquiring property assets. Almost all of the world's richest people own real estate, and it's no surprise to see the reason why, with real estate increasing in value by an average of 10-15% per year. And it also gives you a monthly income as well as capital appreciation. Now, I currently own a property portfolio of 5 properties that gives me a income, well, should I say profit, of around £2,000 per month. Now, this makes up a big part of my assets and investment portfolio, and it's certainly one of the most rewarding. And if you're interested in learning more about building your own property portfolio, please subscribe to the channel, as I will be making a lot of videos on property investment and how you can start your own portfolio, and just generally everything that I know and all of my knowledge I'll reveal on this channel. And when it comes to property investment, I always prioritise on finding good rentable properties that provide a good rental yield and will give me a good cash flow and stream of income every month. I also hold on to these properties and never actually plan on selling them. Remember, they are assets, and assets build wealth. And the more assets that you obtain, the quicker you will get wealthy. Now, if you don't currently own any investment properties, then you should seriously consider starting, because it's definitely one of the best assets you will ever own. So moving on to the third asset. For the third asset that builds wealth the quickest, I'm going to be quite specific here, and I'm going for global growth stocks. Now, if you don't know what a global growth fund is, then basically it's a number of stocks and shares in different companies and different sectors that all have the potential to grow quite rapidly. So here's an example of one of the funds that I personally invest in. It's the HL Select Global Growth Shares, and it consists of companies such as Visa, GoDaddy, Microsoft, Booking Holdings, Zebra Technologies, Electa. And in the past year, this fund has increased over 40%. And it's the same case for a lot of global funds, such as the JP Morgan Global Emerging Markets, the Rathbone Global Opportunities, there's the Vanguard Global Equity Income. Now, the reason I like global growth funds is mainly down to the diversity that they offer. Owning shares in all different companies around the world will give you far more diversification, and also give you a far better chance of catching some of the big gainers. Now, there are a lot of tech companies that could literally blow up and give you a massive return on your investment. There are literally tons of emerging markets, and if you diversify your portfolio within a global growth stock, then you're increasing your chances of seeing some pretty good gains over the next few years. Please don't take this information as investment advice. I'm not a financial advisor. These are just my own personal opinions, just so we're clear on that. And if you want me to do a video just on global growth funds, then please hit the thumbs up button and I will definitely do that for you. I'd also like to add that with global growth stocks and funds, you can actually invest in them and then just set and forget. And by this, what I mean is, you can make an investment today and just leave it. You don't have to keep checking, you don't have to change anything, you don't have to buy and sell, you don't even have to worry about it. The investment may drop in price, and it probably will at some point, but if you're in it for the long run, then I'd say with almost certainty that your growth stock will produce you good gains over the years. So moving on to asset number 4. Now, this is probably the most important, and it's also ignored by most people, and that is knowledge. Now, the best asset that you can own is knowledge. And I know it sounds a bit cliche, but it's definitely true. If you can increase your knowledge, then you stand a far better chance of increasing your wealth faster. So you should be reading a ton of books on finance, investing, the stock market, property investing, online business, precious metals, anything that can actively increase your wealth, then you should be learning as much as you possibly can. Even following my channel will contribute a lot to increasing your knowledge, I hope. Now, if you ask any successful person, they will literally all tell you that they spend a lot of time reading books. And I've been reading books since I was 18 years old. And I always try to consume books that will actually teach me something and benefit my life. So, for example, if I was thinking of investing in gold, I wouldn't just go and buy gold, I would go and buy a book and read as much information and do as much research as I could before I went and made the step and invested. Before I started this YouTube channel, I actually spent 8 months learning and researching everything that I possibly could, and I believe that this is my best asset. So before I set up this saltwater aquarium, I actually spent 2 years researching and studying everything I could about the saltwater aquarium hobby, and it's definitely paid off. So reading books, learning, increasing your knowledge definitely works, and you should definitely apply it to everything that you do. Now, if you're not into reading, then you could use Audible, and Audible is by Amazon, and this is where you can actually listen to a recording of a book rather than reading it. Now, this can come in really handy because I actually listen to Audible whilst I'm driving. So in this day and age, it's definitely no excuse not to increase your knowledge. I mean, after all, we're all walking around with a World Encyclopedia in our pockets. So this single piece of advice, you can actually apply it to all the other three assets. So if you're looking to start an online business or purchase an online business, then make sure you do your due diligence. Do as much research as you can. Same applies to property. Make sure you learn everything you can about buy-to-lets, investing, different property deals, estate agents, the area. Increase your knowledge, as simple as that. Even with the global growth stocks, don't just go and find a growth stock and put all your money into it. Research different ones. Watch YouTube videos about them. There's literally no excuse why you can't be extremely knowledgeable in something when everything you need is on hand right in front of you. So I hope you enjoyed this short video, and if you did, please hit the thumbs up button. And if you want to learn more about building wealth, increasing your net worth and basic investing, property investing, then please hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you soon.